outer bands, and the winds are coming across the state of Florida, which means we are getting friction that is actually slowing some of those wind gusts down. That's why we've seen Naples gusts to 63 only. That's why we've seen Fort Myers, I think, at maybe 45 miles an hour. So this is not even a quarter of what we're going to see, is my point. And I want everyone to know that, obviously. But you need to hunker down. We're certainly getting word from Lee County Sheriff. They want everybody off the roads. They don't want to have to deal with any of that. So when these bands come through, not only are you seeing the tornado warnings that Carl's pointing out, but you're seeing intense rainfall and even stronger winds. So if we're going to get the gusts into the high end tropical storm, they're going to see these bands initially. And slowly but surely, as this thing comes to the north, we're going to get into the big stuff. Carl, I wanted to ask you, we saw the big wind go through Barbuda and the U.S. Virgin Islands with an absolute hammer there. The destruction, I mean, literally trees like this, okay, if they're still standing, mind you, are completely stripped of their leaves, and in some cases their bark, much like you would see in an EF4 or EF5 tornado. So that's what they dealt with there. That storm was moving at about 16, 17 miles per hour. This thing is just crawling along. So it has time to beat up and beat up and beat up areas, especially in the Keys. All right, Carl, we're going to get back to you in just a second. I want to bring in Governor Rick Scott with the state of Florida. Governor, again, thanks for taking the time to talk to us this morning. I'm going to let you go ahead and just give us an update right now on the state.
Well, first off, I know a lot of people want to help us. The big thing you can do right now is pray for everybody in our state. I know a lot of people want to donate. You can go donate $10 by going to disaster, text disaster at 20222. And as we go through this, we're going to need more volunteers. We've got over 400 shelters open. We have people all over our state, but after this, we're going to need a lot of help distributing goods, clean up debris. As you know where it is, it's going right over the Keys now. I talked to a friend down there a little while ago, and they're getting hammered. My hometown is Naples. I know we're going to get 10 to 15 feet of storm surge. It's going to be devastating.
Exactly, and we don't want people to be fooled here, because if you look at some of the cameras, either from the hotels or some of the news stations here, you see a lot of that water being pushed out of the canals and the channels and out even to the ocean. But it's going to get pushed out even more, and then what we're worried about, of course, is when the storm comes overhead and then goes on by, we get the exact opposite wind direction, and that brings the water back in.
Yeah. I tell you, we have done whatever we could to get people evacuated. I know people worked really hard to get prepared. There's always something else we could have done, but right now I'm gonna make sure we do everything we can to keep everybody alive. As soon as we can get back out, I know our first responders are going to do everything they can to save anybody in trouble. I've called up 7,000 members of National Guard. I talked to the president this morning. I've already talked to FEMA. I know the president said they will provide whatever resources we need. I can tell you, I will not spare an expense to save a family. I will spend every dime we can to keep everybody alive and get everybody back. So I care about every person in the state.
Governor, there's no question to anybody that is a very genuine part of your character, and that has been resonated throughout the entire message. I want to say this too, because of what we've seen in northeastern Florida in terms of the change in track. Because we talked yesterday about how we really couldn't get a lot of the search and recovery, like power trucks and things like that in position, because so much of the state was going to get hit. Is there a way that we can get them down a little bit farther, a little closer to maybe what is going to be essentially ground zero here?
So we're pre-positioned 23,000 people to deal with power in our state. Now, some of them we couldn't get all the way down to pre-position, but the utilities have worked hard. I've talked to all the utilities. I talk to them every day. I've talked to FEMA this morning about making sure that we get the food and water down as far down the state as we can. But I don't want anybody to be complacent right now. Just continue to follow this. And I still, the northern part of the state, which hasn't gotten hit so hard yet, just make sure you're in a safe place.
Governor, are you happy with the evacuation effort thus far?
Well, I looked at the traffic cameras this morning. Nobody was on the roads. So I hope that means everybody got to a safe place. I know there were some people that stayed in the Keys. I wish no one had stayed in the Keys. I wish they were completely isolated. I mean, I've talked to people that didn't evacuate. I wish they. I just want everybody to survive this. And I know I know every first responder. I know the National Guard. We're going to do everything we can to keep everybody safe afterwards too. But I'm praying for everybody in our state. I know people all over the world are praying for us.
Yes, they are. Yes, they are, Governor. Governor Rick Scott, thank you very much for taking the time. And Governor, one last note to you: if there's something you need from us on the Weather Channel, please let us know. Please let us know. We will get that out as soon as you request it. All right, again, guys, hearing from the governor, pretty pleased, obviously, with the way the evacuation's gone. Not a lot of people on the roads, which is good. For you, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're in my area, in Fort Myers and Naples, remember, this is really just the beginning of this. The center is only moving at about 8 miles per hour. It's just slipped through the Keys. It is going to accelerate somewhat. But as Carl and I were discussing before we talked to the governor, there's not really a lot of chance for weakening here. If anything, there's maybe a little bit more, just a hair of an upside of its strength. I think we've seen what this is going to be as it comes into Southwest Florida. What it depends on is how close we're going to get to that eye wall. That's what's going to cause the problems. Marco Island, you certainly could get into this next in terms of the